Welcome, let's talk about the big things that Stellaris Federations will have in store for us. First we have the Juggernaut, the biggest ship you'll ever have in Stellaris, or maybe until the next expansion, you never know. And the Mega Shipyard, that is that thing, Mega. And how to use the power of the gigantic Juggernaut, and how to use the Mega Shipyard best, and how you can profit from the Mega Shipyard in a special kind of way, because it is not only a big shipyard, it has some additional advantages. We're going to talk about that in detail in the coming minutes, and you might have some questions, as have I. How can we get the Juggernaut? What is its loadout? It must have a gigantic loadout, right? And how many of them can you have? And what is the main purpose of the Juggernaut? We're going to find that out, and the same goes for the Mega Shipyard. So how can we get that Mega Shipyard that is looking oh so fine? What are its unique advantages? And we'll also talk about its unique empire-wide bonus that it provides. Oh, let's get started. As we all know, bigger is better and size matters. That is the case with spaceships. Bigger ships are cooler than smaller ships. With this flawless logic in mind, Greg Hove writes, they obviously wanted to add something even bigger than a Titan, and also there has been some talk about mobile starbases, so this combines it a bit. It has a fixed loadout, we're going to come to that, but it is also a mobile starbase and a massive warship. It will, though, not project borders, control ownership of systems. That is a given. Of course, that would be a little bit strange. It is instead a forward base of operations during offensive campaigns. I really like that. It's a place where you can repair the ships. It has always 2 shipyards on board. It can build, repair and upgrade ships, so you can fill up your fleet with it. You can, of course, repair the fleet in between fights, and you can upgrade ships, which is something very nice if you're marauding with a giant fleet through space. For example, against an endgame crisis or against a very wide enemy, then this thing will be a great boon for your empire. Here you can see its loadout. It has 2 XL turrets here for these super good, very long range weapons. It has 6 hangar slots. There may be underused hangar tactics, but it makes sense with such a big ship to have hangar slots. It's just lore-wise very good. And 5 medium turrets for the standard weaponry, as you can see here. Then we have something very unique that the Juggernaut can add to the fleet. It can add auras. This is the first aura. It's the defensive aura. It's strike command. It adds strike craft damage and strike craft speed. That is possibly going for the hangar based weaponry, so that might be extremely nice to have a buff for that a little bit underused tactic. Then we have the target acquisition array. Also a defensive aura. The effect on allied ships will be ship weapons range plus a whopping 40%. So you can eliminate your opponents even probably by half before they even arrive at you. Then we have the subspace amplifier. The defensive aura. The effect on allied ships is hyper jump's charge time minus 40%. Hyper jump cooldown minus 40% and jump drive cooldown minus 40%. So it will speed up the moving between systems, which poses the question, will that thing be quick? It would certainly be very welcome to be quick, but we'll see about that. It is certainly a very powerful bonus for mobility, as mobility is one of the key things you will have in a war. Then we have an offensive aura for a change, ECM emitters. The effect on hostile ships is point defense damage minus 30%, and the firing rate of the point defense also goes down by 30%, which opens up some space for a missile-based, explosive-based fleet, which is also something that is underused at the moment. Then we have the munitions plant, also a defensive aura. The effect on allied ships will be orbital bombardment damage plus 30%. And of course, if you're going for massive invasion tactics, this will help quite a lot speeding up your invasion. So what is the prerequisite for this giant, fantastic ship? It will be unlocked by a technology which requires citadels and also battleships to be already researched. And similar to Titans, it also needs its own thing. In that case, a colossal assembly yard. In order to be able to construct a Juggernaut, you need that thing. It's required for and unlocked by both the Colossus and the Juggernaut. As you can see here, that's the technology. It's for the time now called Juggernaut. Unlocks both, but the building then unlocks the ship. Greeting you with the nice picture when you have constructed a Juggernaut is this: the Void Superiority. The construction of the impressive Juggernaut has been completed. This mobile behemoth changes the paradigm of offensive warfare entirely. Can construct and repair ships on the front line and is equipped with devastating firepower, allowing for a ceaseless assault on those who dare stand against, as only fools will oppose the Skarak, or probably your empire now. So let's go forth and conquer. The Juggernaut will have an empire limit of 1. Only 1. So what does that mean? Like, thinking back to that, it means that if you're going tall or if you're going on a very small map, the Juggernaut will be excessively powerful in comparison. While if you go wide, it will maybe be just another ship that is very massive. It will help, but not to the same effect as having a small empire and having that big ship available to you. A small and tall and powerful empire. That's where you want to bring the Juggernaut in and, yeah, dominate your opponents. Now, let's go to the thing that fuels the conflict that you will win with the Juggernaut, the Mega Shipyard. So, first, what is the Mega Shipyard? And they describe it here as exactly what it is. It is a giant shipyard that allows you to build a lot of ships really fast. There is a lot of shipyards in that thing, up to 30. We'll come to that later. As you can see here, the Mega Shipyard will also provide ships with 100 starting experience. It will not matter where you build them. Generally speaking, they are trying to avoid the design that creates incentives for players to engage in more micromanagement that may not be fun. So it doesn't matter where you build the ship, you get the XP. You have here a look at, of course, like every mega structure, it comes in stages. That's the teaser stage. The first stage is our Mega Shipyard are now complete. Vast framework awaits the installation of the manufacturing base, which will one day make this facility the shipbuilding capital of the galaxy. It is unlocked by a technology requiring mega engineering, like the others. It's found in the society tree and belongs to the military theory category. And this is where it gets interesting. It has 3 stages. First stage is 10 shipyards, 33% more ship build speed, and 100% starting ship XP. The starting ship XP stays the same through all 3 stages. So, but you get more shipyards. You get 20 and 30 at the final stage, and the ship build speed goes up by 66 or even 100%. That is extremely powerful, and the bonuses to ship build speed will be empire-wide. So if you have a lot of shipyards extra to that shipyard, the Mega Shipyard, then you'll be able to produce tons and tons and tons of ships in a very, very short time. A combination of both of these things, if you have the alloys to fuel that war machine, will be absolutely unstoppable. Are you looking forward to that? I'm really, really looking forward to that. Normally, I'm a really peaceful player, but this, maybe Federations will not be a peace fest altogether. Maybe it is a balanced expansion where also the warmongers will get something to their liking. As a bonus, I have also looked at the social media of Paradox, and I found there 2 new Juggernaut pictures from Plantoids. So, thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel signing out. Have a great time until next time and happy gaming.